Matt, did you ever think your offense with all the guys you had could be shut out in the second half of the game like that?
No.
What do you think? What do you think was going on out there? Where were the breakdowns?
They played better football than us.
Matt, being that you were sacked 5 times, were they giving you something that you guys had not seen on film, or why did you not have the time?
No, we were prepared. We didn't. They played better. They outplayed us.
How much did you guys miss Khaled out there, just not having him out there, the leadership he had?
I don't know. I missed him. I don't think we can put the blame on that. I think there was a lot that went wrong besides that, but we need him back as soon as we can.
How do you rebound from a loss like this?
You drop it. You stick together. You learn, and you go back to playing Trojan football. And I don't know. You gotta just not put the blame on anybody. Learn from your mistakes, and make sure that you bounce back next week.
Was there anything you thought you could have done differently on the final drive?
No.
And why did it work out as you hoped it would?
We didn't execute.
TJ, how disappointed are you? Obviously, you came back for your senior year, season's far from over, but how disappointing is it to not be able to pull this off and have a loss, so early in the season?
I mean, it's disappointing. You never want to lose. I feel like, we put everything we had into it. We just came up short. Stuff like that happens, but we got to rebound. We got to respond. And we got a long season left, so a lot of football left to be played. We just got to make sure that we keep this feeling in our hearts, in the back of our heads, and we move forward from here.
Can you talk a little bit about their secondary? A lot of people up here, at least, thought there's no way they could stay with you.
Yeah, they were playing a lot of cover 2, trying to take away the perimeter. So essentially, they were double teaming the outside guys. When you saw them one-on-one, they were doing pass interference. So they ended up having to double team them.
What's the answer to that?
We obviously didn't. We obviously did not have an answer for that.
Anything else for these guys? Our players, the rest of them coming on.
What happened?
There's a number of things that happened today. Obviously, we didn't get the job done. We didn't come in with the right mind frame. I think we had a good game plan. I think we had a great week of practice. We were focused, coming in. But I just think we got out there on the field and didn't do enough to win the game, and that's really all there is to it.
Dan said something at halftime about the wind bothering you. Did you ever adjust to that?
The wind didn't bother me. Anyone who says that obviously don't know football, like I always say. There's no excuses for what happened today. I was off. Wasn't hitting my targets, wasn't hitting my reads. I can say a number of things that I did wrong, but overall, it's a team game. And, we win as a team, we lose as a team. No reason to hang our heads. We got to prepare for a tough team in Kansas that come to our field. We're going to just evaluate the film and get better as we always do.
Why do you think?
There's no explanation for it. It's just the way the game goes. Everyone has a bad game. That's really all there is to it. And I don't think I played terribly bad. I just think I didn't do enough to win the game. And, really, that's the way I measure myself on wins and losses, rather than completions and all of that other stuff that people like to, build up in the media or whatever.
Did Tech's pass rush get to you at all? Did that disrupt anything, or was it just?
They did a great job of keeping everything in front of them. They forced us in some third and long situations. We had some tough situations, but I feel like I should have done a better job of putting the ball in play and keeping us above the chains. And, like I said, I wasn't hitting my targets, wasn't hitting my reads. And one thing I do know is that we'll bounce back, and that's really all there is to it. We're going to put this game behind us just like we do a win, and let's move on from it and get better each week. We got 6 games to go, so this was going to sting, but it's going to be my motivation coming in the next week.
Do you feel like you had a good grasp of where the pressure was coming from consistently?
They didn't send any pressure, to be honest with you. They played drop 7. The D-line did a great job of just being aggressive the entire game. They really pinned their ears back. They were coming after me. I had times where I should have stepped up a little bit more. I had room to run. I think I didn't do a good job with that. I should have used my legs a lot more. But it's all a learning experience. It's just something to get better and learn from.
What did you see? It seemed like you guys were able to run the ball last week, not so much this week. Why did you describe it?
You know what? I can't really tell you that answer. You got to watch the film and figure that out. I know those guys did a great job of just attacking us. They attacked us the entire game, and it's just the way the game goes sometimes. I hate to lose more than anything. As a competitor, I got to understand that it's the way it goes, and you just got to bounce back from it.
They drop and they make it be accurate again and again and again consistently. How different is the challenge from what you've seen the past couple of weeks?
That's a stupid question.
Sorry?
Next question.
Your teammates mentioned that you gave a little speech or something after the game. I was just curious what you guys talked about.
I told them like I always do. We gotta bounce back. We gotta move on from this. We can't hang our heads. We can't let one game affect the rest of our season because we have 6 games to go, and that's really what I told those guys. And we're all in this thing together. We win as a team, we lose as a team, and that's the way it's going to be. We don't care about the media hype. We don't care about the outsiders. We don't care about the critics. We're a band of brothers, and we're going to continue to fight.
Did you put any pressure on yourself when you guys started struggling with those 3rd and longs to get that done?
No, I played the game the way I always do. It's just one of those games that everyone has. Like I always say, everyone has a game or two like this. I don't think like I said, I don't think I played terrible or awful, but I just think I didn't do enough within the game to get it done. And I put 100% of that blame on myself because I know I can do a lot better.
How does Tech's defense rank with some of the other ones you've seen this season?
They're good defense. They rank up there with all of them. Everyone's going to give us their best shot. We're the offense that everyone's gunning for. We get all the media attention, and everyone wants to say, we're the best offense in sliced bread. But the thing about us is that we work hard from week to week. We're not going to let this affect us. In fact, we're going to move on from it and get better.
All right, that's it.
Player. Sucks I can't be out there to do anything about it. Do I feel that we at times gave up out there? Yeah, absolutely. And as a leader, it sucks to see people not do their jobs and things go wrong. There's been a lot of things gone that way. As a leader at this point, you got to look forward. And there's been a lot of people jump off the bandwagon. It's my responsibility as a leader to keep everybody in this organization, in this team, in that locker room together. And I'm going to make sure of it going forward. We've got a big game against Rutgers next week. I'm going to do everything in my power to be a part of it and be the starting quarterback to run out there on the field and get a win. You got to start with one before you can get the rest of them. But I give you my word, I'm going to do the best in my ability and my best in my power to make that happen.
You hear people like Mark May and Lou Holtz argue about the appropriateness of what you said Saturday. Are you surprised by all that?
I really haven't heard a whole lot of it. I could see where some people would say some things like that, but I'm not sure what they said. But what I say is it was tough for me to go out there into that room and say some things that I said when I wasn't out there on the field, and I completely understand that. But I was going into that room not to speak to the team, but to speak to the people, because I'm an Arkansas kid. I know how much it means to me growing up, to a lot of you guys in this room, to a lot of the fans in the stands to see that display out there on the field, the product we displayed. And it's tough. And I wanted everybody to know that that's not acceptable here, and that going forward we are going to do the best we can, and I'm going to do the best I can to keep everybody together and display a much better product out there on the field, period.
How have your teammates responded to what you said, especially since you did say it publicly too?
Well, I don't think I didn't point any one particular person out. That was one thing I'll never do. There were certain situations in the game where I saw some things, and I just think as a whole it needs to get better. And I think I would have done the same thing if I was out there playing. And there were times early in the Monroe game that I did things wrong. So it doesn't go back to anybody in particular on the team. It's us as a whole. We've got to get better. We've got to do things right.